Future Choices is the next important stage of Leonard Cheshire Disability's personalisation journey. The project is a way to continue to develop individual outcomes for people using our services and to contribute to and inform strategic change at an individual, local and organisational level. This is achieved through an established process called Working Together for Change, which uses information about what's working and not working for people and what they want for the future as well. Future Choices will be a major focus for the coming years and will start in our residential services. Within the organisation, we already carry out one-to-one reviews to inform an individual's person-centred plan. The difference is that with Future Choices, information from reviews will be collated and themed by people who use our services, family, volunteers, staff and managers. Using this process, you'll be able to see a direct link from what individual people say is not working in their lives, and that individual views are listened to and acted upon at an individual, local and organisational level. During individual person-centred reviews, people will be asked about what is working, what's not working, and what's important in the future, and asked to share their top 2 most important areas for change. Let's look at what this means in practice. Here's information from one lady who lives in Athol House. Here are her top 2 priorities. What's working for her is that she recently got married and she's managing her own money for the first time. What's not working for her are that there aren't enough rooms free big enough for a married couple. In the future, she'd like to be able to afford to go away on holiday, having just paid for a wedding, and to improve her skills in reading and writing. The next stage is to put this information together with other people's and to give each theme a title, usually an I statement. So in this example, if we put her information together with information from other people, this is what is working for people locally. I can manage my money and I have some good friends. What's not working for people locally is I don't get out as much as I want to, and where I live doesn't work for me currently. I need more space. And what people want to do in the future is I want to go on holiday and I want to develop new skills and feel useful. So we can use this information at a local level. The process helps us build on what's working, change what's not working, and move towards what people want in the future. To illustrate this, let's look at 2 themes. One from what's not working, I don't get out as much as I want to, and one for the future, I want to develop new skills and feel useful. The people, families, volunteers and staff looking at this in a local service would explore the possible challenges and the solutions and ideas that might help us achieve success. So if we look at I don't get out as much as I want to, here are some ideas that people might explore. Looking at local transport, what exists locally and how people can use it. And what can we do locally to enable staff and volunteers to develop community maps so we know the places that people want to go to based on their interests. Then if we look at I want to develop new skills and feel useful, is there a volunteer scheme locally? How can people get involved in this? What are the opportunities to use local colleges? What opportunities are there in this community for people to make a contribution, for example, a local time bank? This information will be combined with other data from other sources to create a single action plan. This will help inform service development plans and progress will be monitored in partnership with people using our service. The action plan will clearly state who's accountable for each action and state a timescale for completion. They will be formally reviewed every 6 months to monitor progress and make any adjustments. We can then use this information across the whole of the organisation. We can look at what it can mean nationally and what this means in relation to the different departments within the organisation. For example, the department responsible for development and campaigning. If we looked at the possible actions related to I don't get out as much as I want to, then we could look at working with community transport providers to campaign for improvements to the transport infrastructure. We could ask the question, how can we develop a community-orientated service offer? Then if we looked at the department concerned with operations and people, we could ask the question, how much do staff know about community mapping? And how can we help them develop their skills with individuals to match what people are interested in to where this happens within their community? At an organisational level, this information can also be used to influence commissioners, potential funders, key decision makers and the government to shape the future of adult social care services and wider policy and legislation across the UK. But let's go back to the lady we spoke about earlier. Making these changes could change her life as well. It could mean that she could use community transport to go out on date night with her husband. It means she might be able to join a volunteer scheme as a volunteer. She might get involved in her local time bank as well. Nationally, for Leonard Cheshire Disability Services, future choices will mean that people using our services are offered support to think about and plan for their future through a structured Future Choices person-centred review. We hope it will increase our customer satisfaction with the services that people are offered. It means co-production at an individual, local and organisational level, developing a new model of consultation that demonstrates national best practice. It could mean a more skilled workforce, focusing on delivering the service that people really want, and we hope increased staff job satisfaction as well. But most importantly, this means better outcomes for disabled people. We're really excited about continuing our personalisation journey and will build this success on year after year. To find out more about Future Choices and how you can get involved, please contact a member of the quality team.